Hey guys, welcome back to the Coon Hub. Onlyfans is about to drop the cam girls and boys pretending to be content creators.
No way! No!
Aren't we about to see some freakouts? It was just a matter of time, guys. As we all know, everything must come to an end. These influencers provide nothing of value to anyone. If anything, they are a drain on your resources and a waste of your time. The time you could be using to make more money. They thought they would have this run for a long time. Boy, were they wrong. Do you remember this clip?
So, carry your cell phone, and when OnlyFans stops, Subway will be hiring.
It says here, sex workers built OnlyFans. Now they say they're getting kicked off. As the site's popularity booms during our current health crisis, somewhere their not safe for work content will be purged. This have me wondering what Twitch will do about their ASMR section, because that's just complete garbage. Why would anyone want to watch some chick pretend to be playing games? I would rather watch flies do it. Rapper Cardi B announces she's making an OnlyFans account. Her fans can see behind-the-scenes content from her recent WAP music video with Megan Thee Stallion. Thee Stallion? What kind of name is that for a chick? A lot of young girls get into this kind of work not thinking about the long-term consequences of being an online garden tool. Shout out to Replicant Fish. So if there are any females in your life that you care about, you may want to show them this video.
We need to talk about OnlyFans. I have worked in the commercial sex industry. I understand its realities and have spent a lot of years walking with other women who are recovering from their time in the sex industry. And so I just really want to share some insights and help you make an informed decision.
For the ones who are still skeptic about making this move, it's possible you could get through to them. But not for the already damaged ones who are addicted to being sexual objects. Those girls are experts at manipulating men to get what they want, and they're not about to give that up. The attention they get from guys is like taking the white stuff up their blowholes. It makes them feel just as good.
And you can think of me as a big sister who really cares and just wants to share this information with you. So we're going to talk about the top 10 reasons not to start an OnlyFans. Reason number 1, leaked content and piracy. This is a reality of having an OnlyFans page. There is nothing that is preventing people from screen recording, screenshots. There's technology out there that helps people pull content.
Girls today are well aware of the risk. They're techno geeks, remember? In fact, a lot of them wouldn't mind getting that publicity. They don't care about what anyone thinks about them until they're ready to settle down and start a family, of course.
And there are actually rings of people that are subscribers on OnlyFans that are sharing content, buying and selling content to each other, and also posting it on other porn sites. So this is a reality of OnlyFans. So you are very much at risk of having your content leaked, shared, pirated. Number 2, you will always be asked to do more, and you probably will do more. You probably will end up doing more. This is actually just a reality of the commercial sex industry in general.
Of course they will be asked to do more. Everything gets boring after getting used to it.
You might get on there and be like, you know what, I'm only gonna do bikini, I'm only gonna do lingerie, I'm not doing anything more. But the sad reality is that there is a dark black hole of demand that is constantly pressuring to do more. And it's an easy trap to fall into, right? Because you might get a subscriber, you might get someone who's paying you at first, but once they feel like, oh, I've already seen everything, then they're going to be pressuring you to do more. And it's going to be a very difficult thing to keep your boundaries and not push past that. And what happens for so many of us is that the money and the pressure gets to us, not all of a sudden, but sometimes just gradually over time. And one day you will wake up and realize that you did more than you ever thought you would, and you've gone farther than you ever thought you would.
Some have gotten to the point of completely losing their minds.
The money is not as good as you think it is. And you know what? For some people, maybe high profile people, yes, there is a lot of money out there, but it is hard to make that money, and it's not the norm. And just like we talked about a second ago, you're going to be pressured to do more and more. And we've seen this exact thing happen in amateur porn in general. So what happens is there is a novelty to being someone new, right? So you might get on there and you're new and you're novel, and you might get that immediate kind of boost or response, but you're going to have to hustle to keep making that same money. And again, you're going to have to do more than you thought you would. And the other thing that's happening is OnlyFans is blowing up, right? So there is going to be a saturation of content creators, meaning over time, it's just going to get harder and harder. It's the same thing we've seen happen not only in amateur porn, but in the mainstream porn industry.
What? OnlyFans is a platform where you can post pictures. They are private, some of them. You can choose kind of where some of the pictures can be private if you want them to, or they could be to the public and you have to pay for more photos.
She's obviously giving advice to women from the 60s, not 2021, right? Because they're well aware of what's happening. These girls willingly exploit themselves. Have you seen Instagram or TikTok? Do you actually believe they don't know what they're doing is wrong and destructive? Don't be surprised if they come for you telling you to mind your own business.
That people had to keep upping their game, doing more and more hardcore content in order to make less money than they were making before. This is a reality of the industry. There is a cost to becoming a sexual object. There is a huge cost to this.
Let me give you one such cost that is very unfair to those involved.
Scandal is expanding on a story you saw first on CBS 13, involving students kicked out of their Catholic school over their mom's sexy online videos.
And tonight we're learning a school staffer is now caught up in it as well.
One was like, hey, why don't you start an OnlyFans page?
We first brought you the story of Crystal Jackson, known as Mrs. Poindexter online, making big cash selling explicit photos on her OnlyFans account.
And I have quite a few new fans, especially because some of the moms found out and they weren't too happy.
She claimed.
How do you think her children will be treated by other students when they find out their mom is an internet camel who still haven't gotten it out of her system?
Once you establish yourself as a sexual object, you will be treated that way.
Fact. So stop asking society to treat you with the respect you don't deserve.
And I can tell you personally that it can have a really damaging effect, especially over time as it goes on and on.
I do hope they find other means of making money, which they will. They're very creative. There's no getting your reputation back as a sex worker. Mia Khalifa sure did try, but I don't think any guy would be out of his mind to put a ring on that. People like that don't change. They make adjustments to get what they want. Anyway, that'll be it for this one, guys. You know what to do. I want to thank you for watching, and as always, be well.